Welcome to Game Day with Carmen. Let's talk about the Carlton versus Collingwood game at the MCG. The first 10 minutes of that particular game was all Collingwood. In fact, they scored the first 3 goals, and Max Day was absolutely fantastic in the forward line. Carlton got back into the game and they kicked the next 2. And they only trailed by 2 points. In the second, it was goal for goal. Carlton had more opportunities, but they just couldn't score. Their connection was terrible. And then when they did have the opportunities to score, they just fucked it up. Every time the Pies went up forward, they seemed to get a goal. The Pies ended up being 8 points in front at half time. McKay came off the ground, which was a real impediment for Carlton's forward line. He came off the ground really early in the first quarter. Don't seem to be able to score. When the ball is in their forward line, they don't have that last kick to find that player. The midfield of Carlton just cannot kick properly into their forward line under pressure, and that's their Achilles heel. Ainsworth tried really hard for Carlton. Walsh, the Blues fought back and they got in front from nowhere. And then Collingwood just put the foot down. They answered with 3. Carlton defence was undersized. Carlton had plenty of opportunities and they just couldn't score. Collingwood take all the opportunities at 21 points. The best for Collingwood, I think, was Nick Dacos, Cameron and Long. And for Carlton was Cripps, Smith and Walsh. Carlton try really hard, but they just don't have, in my view, penetrating kicks. Then we go to the Brisbane versus West Coast game. What a first turn by West Coast. Waterman and Shanahan, just absolutely fantastic. I think they had 2 goals each in that first quarter and they led by 15 points. And then Brisbane with Lohman kicks the first goal, and then McKenna and kicks another one. It was a pretty tight second quarter. Only 2 goals to 1. It was low scoring. Defences were both on top. West Coast was still in front by about a goal. Brisbane, in that second half, they just started to take control. The Ashcroft brothers were starting to get involved. Charlie Cameron, Morris, Lohman, what a star this kid is. They were just too good for the Eagles. On the other end, Waterman tried so hard. He kicked 5 goals for the game. In that third quarter, the Lions kicked 6 goals to 2, and they were in front by 16 points. The last quarter, the Lions just too strong, just better skills. Their kicking game was just fantastic, and they were too strong for the young Eagles side. Waterman, Shanahan, Dersmer and Williams. There's so much to look forward for the Eagles. Last quarter, Brisbane kicked 3 goals, 4 to 2 goals 2 by the Eagles. For me, the best for Brisbane was Lohman. Fantastic game, Dunkley and Andrews. And for the Eagles, it was Reid, Waterman and Williams. The Eagles have got a lot to look forward to. Thank you for listening to Game Day.